Hi, I'm Don. I'm the current coordinator of the Friends of North Ocean Reef Iluka Foreshore, or as you can see by the t-shirt, too long to put on our t-shirt, so we just sometimes call ourselves Iluka Coast Care. And our group started in 2004 when a local resident, Marjorie Apthorpe, got some plants from the City of Joondalup and planted them down at the end of the stairs at the end of the Bushland footpath. And then in 2005 she organised some locals to start planting more widespreadly here in the foreshore, Bushland, and the group's been going ever since. And I took over as coordinator when Marjorie left in 2016. We've got about 30 hectares that we look after here, going about 1 kilometre to the north of Iluka Foreshore Park and about 1 kilometre in the other direction as well. We've got about 10 regular volunteers, but our Facebook page has got over 560 followers, and we get a lot of support from the city as well because we are working on a local government area.
We joined the local Coast Care group because we thought it was a good opportunity to impact the world around us. And it's also important for the kids from a very young age, I feel, to learn that they should be giving back, and also at the same time they can see that they can make a change as well. I think all families should do it. It doesn't matter if you're 2, 10 or 20 or 90. I think it's a good opportunity to look outside of yourself and outside of your own issues and problems, and I think especially as teenagers that can come in very handy, which is why we are starting that now. And it's made a big impact on the way that the girls, especially Sophie, loves it.
I like watering the plants so they do not dry out, because I don't want the plants to get in trouble by the weeds growing into the roots. She holds out the bag, and then the pieces of rubbish that I found, I pick up them and then I put them in the bag while she holds it open.
I'm Jan. I manage or coordinate the Friends of Cadogan Park. Now, Cadogan Park is in the suburb of Kingsley, and it goes between the streets of Cadogan and McDowell, and it is about 4.5 hectares altogether. I took it on myself to start a friends group, and I was given a lot of assistance from the City of Joondalup. They helped me with plants, they put me in touch with other people that knew what they were doing, and I learnt a lot from other members, other friends groups. So this particular area where we are is Warwick Bushland, and the people have run Warwick, the Friends of Warwick Bush, a lot longer than what I've run Cadogan Park. So I was able to take advantage and get to know them.
I'm Stephanie Murphy, and I've been the coordinator of Friends of Warwick Bushland for 8 years. Previous to that, it's been Karen Clark and a few others, but it's a long journey for them, and Mark Brundred and Karen Clark have had an ongoing relationship in this bushland and have a wealth of knowledge, and as you know, do a lot of research in this area too. We've made lots of progress in the bushland, and now we would like to, we see the need, a desperate need, to keep the bush in the best condition we can. I would encourage anyone to take on a role as a coordinator for their local bushland. Initially, if you'd like to volunteer, you can go onto the website, and under contacts you can fill that in and send it in to us, and it's just a fabulous place to chill out, and great for mental health or just time to yourself.
I'm Mark Brundret, and I'm an ecologist that works as an adjunct at the University of Western Australia and at the West Australian Herbarium, and I work here as a volunteer in this area to look after biodiversity and help make knowledge about it more available to people. The Geo Trail is a new initiative that we're just completing at the moment. What we've done is we've put 20 points of interest at good locations around the trail for seeing the biodiversity at various times of the year, and we then put information on the Friends of Warwick Bushland website, which is linked to those same locations. So basically when people are walking around, they can see the QR codes, they can use their phone to get onto the website, and if they're interested in 1 or 2 topics that they'll be at each location, they can then find out more. Depending upon the time of year, it could be trigger plants, it could be orchids, it could be birds. If you're wondering why all the trees are being chewed by birds, it'll explain all that. So depends what their interests are. Well, it's a great place to learn how to take macro photography, or just any kind of photography really, because the weather, depending upon the weather, you can get really good pictures. If it's a windy day, you have to worry about using a fast shutter speed or dealing with rain, wind or whatever, but quite often the weather is really perfect for photography here. And at different times of the day the light comes in different angles, so it can be really harsh, say in the middle of the day, but in the evenings we get some really beautiful photographs as the sun's coming down through the trees.
The group started in about 2002 when they put a fence around a little patch of bush called Periwinkle Park. Initially there was Barry and his wife and myself were original members of the group, and we're still the last of the originals. Many of them have moved away, and some have got too old to, blessed with old age is how I put it, we're not too old. Other people have joined in, and we've just kept the group going all this time with some new ideas.
But yes, it was on the insistence of Keith that we start the group, and he was right to do so. And he said the trade-off was we got the fence. And yeah, we've kept it going for 22 years now. Yep. And the city has been good to us, and we're about to get a new fence after 22 years.
We've only got 4.9 hectares, and we've got over 500 of these magnificent trees.
And some of them are probably well and truly hundreds of years old.
Yes, yes, plus the baby's still coming up, so it's quite exciting to see these things and find we've got such a little gem in our area.